Hey y'all, it's Natalie Dill here with Wow Heat Embossing, and I am bringing you another scrapbook layout today using embossing powder. Ignore the fab foil. I thought I was going to use it, and I created something beautiful with it, but it didn't quite go with the other colors on my page, so I'm going to use it at a later date. But I'm going to use the Spellbinder dies and that Pink Fresh Studio collection and these colors here that you can see. I'm using two of the Dappled Effects trio that are brand new, the pink one and the peach one. And then that honeybee yellow, it's called Be Sweet. And the turquoise is called Sea of Tranquility by Seth Apter. I'm going to use the Wow really amazing white cardstock. It's so smooth and fabulous. You can see I made those really lovely fab foiler blue panels over there on the top left, but unfortunately those get nixed from the project. That happens sometimes. So I just had a lot going on and they didn't quite match. So I'm going to cut up my cardstock and then I'm going to run my Wow embossing ink pad over each one and heat emboss them with different colors and then use them to die cut those lovely copper dies you see up at the top. They're Spellbinders dies and they are florals and they are to be stitched. So this is the Dappled Peach, and this was the trio in the most recent release, and it was created by Marian Emberson. And I'm going to do 2 layers on most of these panels. It's lovely with 1 layer, but really when you get that second layer going, it cures so nicely and it's so shiny and thick and luxurious. I love it so much. So I always leave in the melty bits because I know everyone enjoys the melty bits. So I'm using my Wow Heat Embossing gun to get those nice and melted. There you can see. Look how dappled and lovely that is. So this next color is the Honeybee Be Sweet color, and that one definitely needed 2 passes. I guess I didn't really ink up the paper that great, but that's the second layer, and it is also it's not a dappled effect, but it has like a 2-tone look to it for sure because it looks like honey. And honey is not one single color, right? So I love that they all kind of go well together and kind of have like a little speckledy look. I got my hand in it. I tried to pick it up before it was dry. It didn't burn me luckily, but don't do that. But I'll die cut around it, and so that won't really matter. This is the Dappled Pink from the trio by Marian Emberson. And this is the first layer, and really I could have probably just gone with the first layer, but again, it feels a little grainy when you just do 1, but when you do 2, it's so smooth and glossy. I love it so much. And so I was scrapbooking these photos of my son from Easter a couple years ago, 2021, and yeah, they were just so, he was wearing a nice lovely blue floral shirt, and I thought, oh, that'll look really great with the floral dies. So that's what inspired the color palette, and then I found like a recent spring Pink Fresh Studio collection, and I combined it with an older spring Pink Fresh Studio collection, and all the bright colors are just really making me happy. I will link down below to the Wow blog. You can find all the still shots and a links to all of these products as well. This is the lovely Sea of Tranquility color by Seth Apter, and it is a very lovely turquoise, and I think I do 2 passes of that as well. I don't create a flower with it. I create a title. So we get that first layer done, and you do need to let it cool down just for a few seconds before you do the second layer, just because like you saw me do on that yellow piece, I kind of like smudged the color a little bit, so you don't want to do that, and it could burn you. Luckily it didn't burn me, but look at that second layer. It's just so gorgeous. I love it so much. What are we doing? Oh, I'm creating a little mixture here. So I used this Catherine Pooler Deck the Halls color, just sprinkled it very lightly, and then I used this minty color that's from one of the new trios as well. Minty Fizz, I think is what it's called. And so I have this like variegated green piece of cardstock that I'm going to use to cut the leaves for the florals. So all the foliage that goes with the florals, I'm not going to stitch the foliage. I just want to tuck it up under the petals of the flowers. So that is why I created this green one. And it kind of looks a little bit of a hot mess maybe, but trust me, when you die cut it, it looks really nice. So now I whipped out my Sizzix Big Shot, and I got out my precision plate, which is that mirrored plate, and you're going to even see my face here in a few minutes, but it's the chrome precision plate that comes from Sizzix, and it is for these really intricate and delicate dies. And so these are from Spellbinders, and they are meant to be stitched, so they have all these teeny tiny little holes in them. And so since the heat embossing powder makes the paper really nice and thick, which is what I love, it also makes it a little bit difficult to cut. And so I definitely just wanted to make sure that I use my precision pad. I don't always use my precision pad because it can warp your dies a little bit, full disclosure, but it is necessary for some of these really precise, very intricate dies. This die set comes with this one floral, but there's also like a teeny floral that you'll see me use here in a moment. So at first it didn't cut all the way through, so I had to run it back through again, and you can still see a few, but when I go to stitch them, I just can poke them out, and they were basically already cut. They just didn't come out of the die. So now I'm going to cut a few of these smaller little flowers as well. And then I do take them off to my couch, and I sat and watched TV with my kids, and I was stitching. And then Heath, who is the subject of this scrapbook layout, was like, "Can I stitch some of those?" And I said, "Absolutely." So he actually helped me stitch some of the flowers, which was really nice. I also decided to add just a shim. So it's a folded piece of white paper, just as a little bit of an extra to make sure that we're really pushing down and getting a real nice cut. So voila, that was quick, but I did get the stitching done. I had left some of the strings hang in, but I will trim those up. But yeah, and we put a little bead in the middle of each die cut flower, just as the center of the flower. And so I'm really happy with how those turned out. So there's the pictures of Heath. I picked a die cut ephemera piece to be the anchor for my title. And I have this chocolate stamp from Heidi Swap. And so the title is going to be, what is the title? I just left my head. You had me at chocolate eggs. I was seeing like a little like meme or something that said like you had me at chocolate, but like you had me at chocolate eggs, because we were doing an egg hunt, and boy does this kid love chocolate. He has always had quite a sweet tooth. So that's kind of the setup that I'm going for. And so I'm not going to make you watch me stick it all down, but those are the places where everything's going to go, except I decide that I want the word egg, since it's blue, to pop really well. So I'm going to turn the page upside down. You'll see me do that here in a minute. Oh, first I'm going to heat emboss the chocolate stamp. So I'm going to use that same Sea of Tranquility color. And then I also choose some Puffy Alpha stickers that are the same color for the rest of the title. So I heat embossed that little bit. I shouldn't have used my tweezers. It was kind of burning my fingers a little bit. Again, be careful. That gun gets really hot. But I'm going to turn my paper now. When I get rainbow, I just always start, Roy G. Biv. I start with red at the top, or pink in this case. But I thought, I know that the word eggs will pop really well off of the pink. So I decided to turn it, and nothing happened. It wasn't bad. You can do what you want. There's no rules in scrapbooking. I used some pop dots to adhere these florals, so that way I didn't stick down all the petals, and so they will really pop nicely off of the page and be able to be kind of like folded up a little bit to give lots of dimension. And so I trimmed up all the what's the word? Oh my goodness, twine or thread. I didn't really even bother tying anything off. I just adhered it with the foam tape. I just kind of stuck all the thread under the foam dot, and this is what we're going with here. So this is what it's going to look like. Nothing stuck down yet, but off camera I am going to stick everything down. And there goes the foliage. See, so I'm just tucking them up under the flowers, and I'm really happy with how they look. So we have everything stuck down, and I'm really glad with it. And I'm going to just go through with some stickers and some ephemera and just place a few more items. I did want to bring the blue florals from his shirt into the page more, because there wasn't a lot of blue going on. So I did grab this sticker and then two other little pieces of die cut ephemera to layer up under the flowers. And so it doesn't matter that I didn't do it beforehand, because again, I only put one pop dot on each flower, so there was room to tuck other things underneath, and that is kind of intentional on my part. I love to tuck and layer and really get lots of things going on the page. And then this little vellum piece said something about like chase your dreams. So his dreams are chocolate eggs, because this kid, I'm telling you, like I had a memory pop up on my Facebook the other day that said, when your mother-in-law blames your dog for stealing candy bars, but it was really just your kid. And it was from when he was very little. I think he was so little that she didn't even think that he could have done that, but it was him. He's always had such a sweet tooth. So I've got a lot of the florals stuck down, and I think I'm just going, I'm adding in another little sentiment there, but otherwise I'm just gonna add some jewels. So I pulled out some of my jewels from the Pink Fresh Studio line, and I'm just going to use yellow, orange, and the light pink color, and that's my jewel picker there. I need it turned over on the right side, but then I'm using my Nuvo adhesive. It's really fabulous about sticking them down, and that's going to be the finishing touch to my page. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to link my channel down below if you would love to come over and watch some more videos. I use Wow Embossing on like most of the things I make, so thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, check out the links down below to the blog and the website, and go pick up some of these lovely floral spring colors to use on your spring layouts. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye, y'all.